Hi, Diane. I'm hoping that I can make arrangements with you to uh, make you a website for, not for this month's payment, but to put off a payment till next month. Reason being is I'm in a little bit of a hard place financially just because I had a ton of extra expenses with this counseling and all of the different stuff that's going on legally. Had to move, and it's just been taxing. But I'm extremely good at designing websites. I make the best of the best, and that's really, really, really important to an attorney's office because, I mean, one, it's a competitive market, and two, the way that so I've been obsessed with business since I was 12 years old. When I was 14, I was put on the front page of several newspapers. When I was 15, I was put on TV. When I was 16, Idaho State Senator Craig asked me to teach the youth of Idaho how to start and run a business successfully. And I've been the top sales rep for several companies. And so I understand how to get a client. And it's virtually the same no matter what business you're in because you're dealing with a human being. And I understand why a human being goes with one business or the other. A website is the most important part of that because it's the first impression someone gets of your company. And I compare a website to a car on a first date because both are a first impression someone's getting of you, and they judge you based on what they see. They create this image of this person is high class or this person is low class based on what they see there. And if you show up in a date with a old clunker, it's not gonna work in your favor. It's the same with a business website. If your website doesn't look the best, people automatically assume that you're not the best. You're an absolutely fantastic attorney. I'm really amazed at what you were able to arrange with the prosecutor on my wife's case. And so I want to create that image that lets people know that and see that and experience that. The other things that need to be looked at when you're having a website is what is its purpose? And its purpose is to interact with someone and to get them to contact you. The websites that I design have instant chat put into them, so it's extremely quick and easy for them to contact you. It goes right to your secretary's cell phone, right to her desktop PC. It gives you a sound notification. It can go over to your cell phone. It can go over to Ryan's cell phone. It can go over to any amount of cell phones that you want and desktop PCs that you would like. And it's really, really important because being able to serve a customer first is what gets them to do business with you instead of somebody else. If somebody else serves them first, they're going to go do their business with somebody else because they were served first that way. You'll be the only attorney with an instant chat program, which is a really big deal because you're able to greet a customer when they land on your website, ask them what they need, and help them the first, which gives them a much higher chance of becoming your client. Also, I put meta tags into your website really well, so you're the first to pull up whenever anybody searches for the specific type of law representation that they're needing. You'll come up first based on the meta tags that I embed into your website. I also will have $300 worth of Google advertising on your startup package. So when someone searches for that, you'll also, again, be the first result and in an ad form. So it works really good. Mount Logan Legal is the only other one doing that right now when I search for attorneys in Cache Valley. So it'll be absolutely transformational for the number of clients that you get because when people search for an attorney, all of them use their phone. They're going to click on that website link and they're going to make a judgment based on what they see. The website that you have right now, it's really hard to read. The color of the font is almost the same as the background, and the background's a dark color, which makes it's not the best for a first impression at all. And it's really counterproductive because it's kind of difficult to navigate on. Also, something kind of funny is a blog is spelt wrong on there. It's BLAWG instead of BLOG. And you'll have a blog on this website. You'll have a newsletter that people can subscribe to. You'll have the instant chat program. You'll have video embedded into there. So this is being made with a cell phone right now. All the YouTube channels are all made with cell phones. Our cell phones are really capable of making very nice videos. You'll have a greeting from you personally so that when people arrive onto the website, you're there. And Ryan is there, and you can just create a greeting. Your picture and holdaway promise, absolutely phenomenal. But I would recommend saying that in a video form because people watch videos, they don't like to read. It's just the way that the industry is. It's like, think about the number of people that read books versus the number of people that watch movies. There's a night and day difference there. So having you personally on that website, greeting them, having an instant chat program on there, and then having the image of the nice new websites with all of the new features that they've come out with recently, night and day difference for the number of clients you're able to retain. So I've created a base template for you that we can, I can create the website into absolutely anything that you would like. Anything you want customized, any font, any color, any type of pictures, any type of video, any type of audio files, any type of documents you want to attach, anything you want done on the internet and your website, I'm able to do. I'm a guru at it. So I'm hoping I can do that for you. I know it will be extremely beneficial for your firm, much more beneficial than having a payment a month early instead of pushing it out a month. So I'm doing that in exchange for pushing it out 1 month. I have a lot that I want done with this case. I take my life and my freedom as an American very serious. I feel that Utah is the absolute disgrace of a treatment of an American. And I want it fought every step of the way. So there was one officer there when Casey Carlson came in and started to try to question us. He stopped Casey Carlson and he said, they've asked for an attorney. You can't question them. Literally word for word, that's what he said. I would like to get him up for a prelim so that can be verified because that should debunk everything that was said after that point. Because, you can't coerce someone and force them to give you information, and that's exactly what they did to me. They took me away in cuffs, put me in a room by myself, and said, "You're not coming out until you talk to us." And so I obviously talked to him after I had asked for an attorney because I was coerced into it. When there's guys that just showed up with 5 AR-15s in your gun, they put you in a room by yourself in cuffs and won't let you out. What else are you supposed to do other than talk to them? It's terrifying, literally. Even for me as a male, it was quite scary because those people with AR-15s pointed at you, one accidental touch and you're dead. Your brain splattered all over the wall. It could have easily happened to me or one of my children. Absolute insanity what has gone on in Utah over having a pop can in my garbage can. Insane. It is an absolute disgrace to America and Utah. It fits and suits Utah, but they're the opposite of America in my opinion, and I want it fought every step of the way. The grounds for the warrant, if they would have included the information, so that warrant would not have been issued if they would have included the information that it should have included. It was just complete negligence on the officer's end that withheld that information from the warrant. So, for example, they said the power bill was higher than the previous tenants. What they should have said was the household went from a household of 2 to a household of 6, and the power bill went up about $10 a month. That's less than should have been expected. So that's definitely nothing that should have been mentioned to justify a warrant. That's obviously assumed, and in fact, it might not even have gone up $10 a month. According to the previous tenant, the power bill is the same as what she was paying per month. The other information in that warrant, let's see, what else was it? They said the water bill was higher. They should have said for one of the months, the power bill was higher, or the water bill was higher. Other than that, it was always the same, and it was immediately disputed by the tenant. They should have asked, is there any reason that the water bill would have gone up, and have they done anything about it? Yes, I had, and no, there was no reason, and I had them come out and check for a leak. I had them, it would cost me an extra $200, so obviously I disputed it. That information should have been included in the warrant. If then if it would have been included in the warrant, they're not making an argument at all to get a warrant for my house, and so it should have just been left out completely. The only thing that they actually had was a pop can in a dumpster outside of the house, which I find it absolutely insane if they get a warrant to have a group of people bust into a house with children, literally smash in the door with AR-15 assault rifles pointed at unknown people behind that door, Screaming bloody murder, traumatizing children over a pop can is absolute insanity, especially when this is a substance that is legalized in the majority of states in the United States. I believe like 41 or 42 states have it legalized, at least for medicinal purposes. It's not a problem, and to go create a problem like that is absolutely absurd. So I want it definitely fought every step of the way. I'm happy to pay. I think it will take quite a while by the time we get the warrant, the prelims done, the suppression hearing, all of those different things. So I'll do at least $500 a month for 10 months. So you'll get a total of $6,000 from the case. In addition to a website that is, if you were to have that website designed from somebody else, it would be at least a $3,000 website because of all the features that are put into it that are really important and serve the purpose of a website, and really important for greeting that client, potential client of yours, and making them an actual client of yours. So please let me know your thoughts when you get this message. Just send me a reply, and I'll send you a reply. I like to do my communication like this because I just covered a ton of information and made it in video form. So I hope I didn't take too much time, and I hope to serve you guys great and be served great in exchange. Thank you, Diane.